This is the first installment in a series of videos that the Maccor company will be producing over the next several weeks. The topics for these talks will be varied and will include such important matters as the economy, politics, the environment, education, and wealth building. I will endeavor not to bore you or to preach to you, but I cannot promise that I will not irritate you, upset you, anger you, or even scare the crap out of you. It is our intention to inform the public at large with this alternative news delivery method and to enlighten an otherwise apathetic citizenry. While we are concerned with the world, the entire world, we will be focusing our efforts specifically on this country, the United States of America. Our forefathers left us with a legacy of freedom, independence, individualism, responsibility, and a rule of law. It is our unique opportunity to, now, with the burgeoning internet communication medium and our unprecedented access to information, to direct and affect our nation and our leadership. It is our responsibility as citizens of this country to speak for justice against tyranny, freedom against oppression, enlightenment against ignorance, and prosperity against collectivism. Let us begin this series by starting with the economy as it stands today at the dawn of 2009 and a changing of the guard at the White House. Since the Democratic Party wrested control of the House of Representatives and the Senate from the Republican Party, the liberal half, or what is called the left wing of the party, has been determined to consolidate its power in the local and national political scene. The coronation of Barack Obama has been hailed as historical. We affirm that whenever a government hands over the reins of power to the opposition peacefully, that indeed is a historical event. It is therefore can be said that Barack Obama's coronation was indeed historical. That he is African American is also historical, in that an African American has never held the office of Chief Executive of the United States. It has been established in this country, beginning with the early colonialists in the 17th century, that capitalism and individual fiscal responsibility are the bulwark for a vibrant national economy. A laissez-faire form of capitalism is indeed wrought with pitfalls, however, but fewer pitfalls than the tyranny of collectivism or communism. Is it true that we the people are too dumb and stupid to control our own destinies or our own resources? Is the state the only possible arbiter of the allocation of our own human resources, that is, our talent, our intelligence, our desires, our goals, our families, our love, and our dreams? Do we truly want to turn over our personal needs and the needs of our family to the control of the state? Do we wish to live, as Thoreau wrote, lives of quiet desperation? If you do not set your own goals, then you will be doomed to play out the goals set for you by someone else. The so-called stimulus plan that's being drawn up by the liberal Congress and being solicited by Obama creates 30 new entitlement programs and will grow the federal government in 18 months by over 30%. Who is, or should I say will be, paying for this so-called stimulus? We have long ago passed the limits of what our economy can produce in the near future. No matter how much wealth, how many taxes, how many cars, how many purchases, how many loans, how many houses, how many widgets the 320 million people in this country produce, we cannot repay this debt. The government is not paying out money that it currently has in its possession. The government instead is printing money that yesterday did not exist. This is a recipe for disaster. A little debt, debt ratios is another program, is a good thing. Donald Trump leveraged himself into a billionaire. However, what Trump did not do was mortgage his future and the future of 320 million people on a whim and a power grab. His risks were calculated based on historical perspective and experience. The government we have in place now is only trying to redistribute wealth by making existing wealth worthless. Look at your IRA, your 401k, your home value, your income, your tax burden. Trillions of dollars have been lost in the last 6 months or less, and the government is printing the replacement currency. And it's also dictating how it's distributed. Using this method, the government then can endorse any policy, any tyranny, any violence against children, any raping of the healthcare system, and any purging of free voices that it likes. We cannot sit here idly while all of our freedoms are wrested away from us. The Republican cowards and the Democrat snakes are in the House. It is our duty to defend our values, our freedoms, our economy, and our country. Do not allow apathy and regret to take the place of action and determination. Together, we can destroy the ideology of Marx and Chairman Mao. The millions of lives lost in China, Cambodia, Cuba, Vietnam, Korea, and Laos need not have been in vain. we can prevent such disasters from befalling our great nation and its people. We must stand and shall stand and work together for that end.